We are Inside Emergency Solutions, and we are very excited to share with you our vision to save lives. In the following slides, you'll learn of of the issues that first responders experience during emergencies and how our product will be the difference maker when every second counts in the most critical moments. We want to thank you all for taking time to promote startups in Appalachia. Let's go ahead and talk about how together we can bring this to life.
We are 3 high school students and a teacher who participate in regular emergency drills. As students of West Carter High School, us girls have spent the last 12 years practicing how to protect ourselves in a range of potential disasters. As children, we couldn't understand what these training exercises and emergency drills truly meant. Unfortunately, the necessity for these drills stems from real-world problems, and there are children across the globe who suffer and have fallen victim to school disasters. Even as short as a few weeks ago, our lives had been threatened and we were put into a lockdown. Our education has become tainted due to our lack of safety. Several times a year, we must sit mere inches from our peers and look them in the eyes as we practice saving our own lives. As such, we are dedicated to giving our heroes a new tool which will improve efficiency and safety. When emergency responders arrive at the scene of an emergency, every second can mean the difference between life and death. Going in blind puts response teams in jeopardy. To mitigate that danger, time spent in the planning phase is extended, and that allows the situation to escalate further before eventual resolution is found. A lack of updated and accurate 3D blueprints is a problem.
We aim to change that by providing remote access to 360-degree models that can only be accessed by key personnel who need it the most, through multi-point encryption. It is crucial to us that these responders are the only people who have access to these models. Insight aims to provide the precautionary measures needed to ensure safety to the public by expediting response times. We exist to save lives by the second.
Every model is created 100% with the end user in mind. These are our first responders, our dispatch operators, and our law enforcement officers. If we're successful, we'll get into the buildings and create the models prior to any emergency, and they provide 24/7, 365 access, so they are available when they're needed most. Every model is designed using 360 software and equipment, and each complete package comes with real photos taken from, Real photos taken from inside the school. It comes with 2 and 3D floor plans. It comes with information labels for important and hazardous areas, and also a drone perspective that allows you to look down on the campus and find any specific building quickly.
Each model is assigned to the individual stated in the client contract, and all are protected by encryption. We offer this service for a 3-year contract before renewal is required. To state clearly, our target market is the owners and managers of public buildings across all industry sectors and government organizations. With that, we hope to secure a spot on the list of approved vendors for Senate Bill 2. We'll talk about that in a minute.
We have indirect competition that creates 3D mapping kits aimed at training individuals how to enter a building or map the scene of a crime, yet there's no service like ours. Real estate photographers also have the capability of doing what we do, but most are strictly real estate commerce-based, not a tool for law enforcement. 2D layouts do not serve in the same sense that we do for high-threat situations. They don't provide the necessary details that could mean the difference between life or death. A lack of critical information is no longer necessary now that Insight exists.
So what is it that exactly makes us stand out? We are determined to make a difference and save lives. Hopefully you get that by now. You might not know that I spent 10 years in the military on a tactical boarding unit, 8 years in business management, and I'm now in my 3rd year of teaching high school business, marketing, multimedia, and entrepreneurship. I've never seen anything like this. I've spoken with current law enforcement officers and military personnel who have also not seen anything like this. This is unique, and it is impactful. Furthermore, Claire mentioned SB 2, which is a new Senate bill that just passed through the House and the Senate. It's sitting on the governor's desk as we speak, and it will require all Kentucky high schools to have mapping data by the 25-26 school year. This is great for us because the verbiage of the bill is directly in line with what we're trying to accomplish today. Once we win a government contract, we will set ourselves up for sustainable revenue well into the future.
We are a for-profit, subscription-based software access provider. We are fully self-funded with no debt up to this point. Our startup costs are roughly $9,600 up to this point. Those costs include legal fees to secure an LLC, insurance for the first year, mapping equipment, website domain rights, marketing materials, and more. Our main revenue streams are the initial payment, additional user login fees, building update fees, contract renewal fees, and a cancellation fee if canceled up to 6 months. A single $20,000 initial contract could yield up to $40,000 to $50,000 over 10 years.
There are 170 school districts in the state of Kentucky. Say that we secure 50 of those 170 at a rate of $20,000 per contract, we would make our first $1 million in revenue. As for expenses, we have the ability to pay our building mappers competitively and manage with a relatively small executive team. Personnel, arguably one of the most impactful controllable expenses, is kept to a minimum. We would like to take a moment to introduce ourselves.
My name is Corey Shepard, and I'm the president.
My name's Abby Daniel. I'm the Director of Marketing.
My name is Rylan Rayburn, and I'm the Director of Finances.
And my name is Claire Holbrook, the Director of Operations.
We are excited and hopeful, even if a little nervous, to shoulder the responsibility of this groundbreaking idea. It is important, it's impactful, and it will save lives. We are determined to bring this to life, but we could use some help. We hope to eventually secure $20,000 to fund the first round of hiring and training for our building mappers. As these seconds pass, we are each unaware of the clock that races towards the next mass casualty event. Every little bit counts. Additionally, we're looking for networking opportunities. If you or someone you know may be interested in helping us reach the right clients, let us know. We offer referral bonuses for those who help us fill new client agreements. Please feel free to reach out at any time.
So why should we win? We are laser focused on safety through responsiveness in our communities, our nation, and the only planet we have to live on. Last year in America alone, 350 school shooting incidents took place. FEMA places a value of $7.5 million on a human life. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. I wasn't sure, do you have one of these installed yet? And if you do, how many are out there?
We have not completed our first school district, which is Carter County. This started as originally a school project for an STLP program, and it has since very quickly evolved into what it is today. We are looking, we actually hope to have our website up by April 1st, and just a couple delays, we're almost there. We should have that up by May 1st now at this point. And once we have that rolled out, we will have Carter County completed as the first school to do this.
I had the privilege of hearing you all at ACTC, and you did great then and scared me then because I have small children in school, and you just don't want to think like that. But just real quick, say you do your school first, and the unfortunate thing happens, a shooter comes in. What happens? Does the police have access to that? How does it work? How does the connection, who's going to look at that? How do they get it? Just kind of real quick, how does it all?
Sure. That's a great question. With only images on the slideshow, it doesn't really fully show what the model details, but the main thing, again, we're focused on the end user in mind. These are our first responders. They're already pumped full of adrenaline and everything has to happen right now. So we need for them to be able to access our product quickly. And so login, two-stage encrypted login, accesses the campuses that you have under your jurisdiction, and either by a list of a drop-down menu or by the visual top-down overview, you can find these campuses quickly. Then you go in. The thing is danger of unknowns, right? So typically in an emergency response situation, you're bringing, especially if it's unfortunately something like a school, you're bringing departments from all over the place. Many of those officers have never seen the inside of that building, so you have to take time to find and make sure that everybody approaches it and gets to the best path to get in, resolve the situation, and get back out. That's where we come in.
Can you talk about your go-to-market strategy a little bit? Meaning, how will you acquire customers, and who on the team is responsible for sales?
So these were my first entrepreneurship students when I started teaching 3 years ago. I come with the majority of the experience. They're happy to help along the way, and they're just really great, go-getters, motivated highly. we're going to tackle that from a multifaceted standpoint. These two look to go off to Eastern Kentucky, where the headquarters of most Kentucky State Police trainings are. And so once they get there next year as freshmen in college, they're going to start working with the Kentucky Center for School Safety, which is actually the organization that just helped push Senate Bill 2 in, and they're going to be the ones responsible for getting the mapping data for the schools of Kentucky. That's one point. We don't have to just go with schools. We're looking at, again, any type of mass gathering structure. So we're going to be personally contacting Morehead State University, KCU, surrounding areas, and just spread out from there. There is a Kentucky Senate for School Safety Conference in June that we're going to attend and set up an exhibitor booth. And then we probably won't be ready to go national by July, but we hope to by next summer. And every year they have two National Association for School Resource Officers conferences. One's in Phoenix every year, and the other one changes throughout the country each year. We hope to attend both of those, where we expect to talk to 12,000 like-minded individuals.